Come on, baby, be quiet.
Hey, what is going on? That's all I got to say. What is going on? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. In case you didn't know what time it was, it's wind
It's
down.
wind down Wednesday.
It's wind down Wednesday, and we sitting up in here. We've been gone for what, 2 weeks? Two.
Yes,
We've
we
been
had things to do. We had things to do.
we've been gallivanting for 2 weeks, but we are back in this.
Back to basics.
We are back in here, and we about to do what it do. And we about to bring it to y'all like living color.
You
Um,
can do
I'll see who I'm with. You see who I'm with. You see what I'm doing. I'm sitting here with my girls. Y'all know I am Sandy, and I'm sitting here with who? Who?
it. Had a crew.
What is going on, ladies? What's happening? What's
What's going on,
happening?
Sam?
What
Hey,
up, though,
Shanice.
y'all? What up, though? Well, hey, Erica, thanks for tuning in. Y'all already know who I am. It's Trinice in the building, aka Nisi. What's good?
What's good? How your week been though, Janice? How your week been?
It's been kind of fast, thank goodness. Rainy, obviously, a little gloomy today, but um, can't complain. Everybody's in good health. Everybody got they mind. You know what I'm saying? They right mind over on this side. So hey, I cannot complain. Hey AJ, thanks for tuning in. What about
Hey,
you, lady?
AJ.
What
Hey,
up, Netta?
E.
What up, Netta?
What up, y'all? How my week been? It's been great. I don't have absolutely not one complaint. It ain't gonna get me nowhere. It ain't gonna get me paid. So what's the point?
Big facts.
So yeah, it's been great. How yours been, Sam?
Sweet baby
Baby Jesus.
Jesus. Put it this way.
That's a loaded question.
What's
Hey,
going on,
yeah.
Todd? What's happening? My week. What's today? Wednesday? I've
Yes,
been trying
ma'am.
to keep up. I've been trying to keep up, but
It's hump day.
listen, it's humping. We humping. We humping.
We
But
winding down.
my week been wonderful. It's been, been great. I'm trying to catch up. Put it this way. Me and my body is trying to catch up from being like gone and doing this for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
So other than that, I'm doing great. This week has been great. It started out great. Today's weather was wonderful. The sun was shining. Thank you, Jesus. But the whole thing about it is we all woke up this morning and,
Right.
thankful and grateful that God, got us in our right minds. And
Absolutely.
we're here to talk about it today with you all. So we got a couple of topics. We're going to start off with this on this topic right here. So when I was out of town, there's some things that's taking place and going on right around me, around the I'm seeing and I'm looking and we talking, so somebody that I was with, they dating and carrying on and doing whatever, but they still in this other relationship that they've been in for like years, right? Years. But somebody don't want to get it together. I don't know if it's him or if it's her. Now, mind you, we're in a group and we're talking. So I don't know who don't want to get it together. I can't figure it out. I don't know if I need to put my thumb on it. I just haven't had time. But this is the question. What's up, Ryan? What's going on, Ryan?
Hey,
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan.
Hold on, let's go back before we get to the topic at hand. Let's go back. Ryan was at the birthday party and he was like, oh my goodness. I tried to get him to stay a little longer, but he took off. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Brother had to go, because he's a busy man. He out here, Ryan looking for somebody. We gonna hook him up because it's a connection thing going on, Ryan. And we got you. We got you, Ryan. We got you. We gonna hook you up. So let's go. Let's back up. You know why my birthday was off the charts. That's
Yes,
all I
it
gotta say.
was.
Let's talk
Oh,
about
he
the
said he
birthday.
waiting. Okay, then.
We
Play
got you,
if you
Ryan. We
want to,
got you.
Ryan. Don't play.
We got you. We almost kind of know I almost kind of know what you're looking for. So I just got to let my girls know so we can help you out. But we got you. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say we got you, Ryan.
we
We got you.
we got you,
So
Ryan.
anybody out
Right.
there,
It's a
Ryan is a
trio.
white Ryan is a white male, very sweet. He will date outside his race. I'm just letting you know. So if you got anybody, he's in his 40s, a great, wonderful job. So and very much so single. and looking for someone that he could have fun with and kick it. And we don't know where it leads. We're just doing an introduction. How about that?
And we are global, Ryan. So
Yes.
yeah.
I told you we got you, Ryan. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. But my birthday party, let's go back because I don't even think we talked about it. Ooh, that's why I said so.
We talked about it.
Oh,
well, let's talk about it again.
Sweet baby Jesus. I don't think we talked about it on Wind Down Wednesday because all I know is I had a blast. I had a good time. I think the people that were there had a great time.
Wonderful.
That might be why my body is all beat down right now. Ryan said it was fun.
Yes, it was.
It was very fun.
Thanks for coming. My body might be beat down right now because of the party.
Oh yeah, we talked about it because remember we talked about our photographer here. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing. You know what I mean? She was taking pictures and in the pictures at the same time. Double trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
she was on top of. We talked about the person that wanted to eat. You know what I'm saying? When they needed to sit down. Oh, we talked about it.
Oh yeah, we talked about it, but it was a blast. And if you didn't come, then I already know where I'm doing it next year.
That's what's up.
See, I already got it planned already. I already got it planned. So if you didn't make it, and this is my thing, because people are still coming up to me telling me, "Oh, I didn't get the invite to your birthday party. Oh, why didn't you come to?" I'm like, why? Why do they do that? Why do people do that? That's a question right now. Why do people do that? Somebody help me. Why do people do that? I see you having all these fabulous birthday parties, and I didn't get the invite.
I don't know. They tinks feel left out. But my thing is just pull you to the side, like, hey, or even if they know it's coming up, like, hey, can you invite me? Will you invite me? It might not be to everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you always do. A couple days.
Entitlement.
So, yeah. Oh, yep. That's true, Tosh. Yeah, true. They feel somewhere in their spirit. It's okay.
Hold on. No, ma'am. That is not gonna happen. No, ma'am.
I tried.
Netta, tell the people why that won't happen.
No new friends. And at the end of the day, if Sandy don't really know you like that, she invites who she wants to be there.
Right.
And so if you wasn't there, it was
a reason.
Her purpose. It was,
for sure.
Yes.
And if you feel some kind of way, just pull it to the side. Don't be like, oh, I see you having that. Like, don't do that. Like, let's be mature and say, hey, dang, it looked like y'all had a real good time. Is it possible next year? You know what I'm saying? Give her the opportunity to tell you why you wasn't invited. Don't get salty. Look at her. Nam Yaho Rengekyo. Oh Lord. Come back to us. Come back with us. All right, bring her back, Lord. Bring her back, Father God. In Jesus' name, bring her back. Ooh, yes. Yes. Amen.
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 My baby is getting ready to go on a journey.
Ooh.
And everybody out there that knows a word of prayer, just ask the Lord to watch over her and Isaiah as they make this journey over to another country. And they get there and come back safely.
Right.
So please pray for them that they have a safe journey going to their destination. They take off and they land safely. So that was her on the phone. She said, please say a prayer.
Yeah.
So those that know the word, just ask God to watch over Courtney and Isaiah as they travel, because know the weather right now is not too friendly for us, but they're going to be on that flight for a few hours.
Yeah.
And I got to call a few other people so we can get that word to Jesus.
That's right. When two or more are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst.
In the midst of it. So we're going to pray that they have a safe trip to and from, and they get back safely, because she's on that plane now, and I probably won't hear from her until they land, unless she got the internet thing, you know, and she can contact me. I prefer her to go ahead on and buy that internet stuff. So even if I got to pay for it, just go on and buy it so she can, you know, Facebook me or whatever the case may be. Because, you know, you can do that on airplanes. Thank the Lord for technology.
Yeah, yes.
So that's what I want you to do. I got her on the phone too. So Courtney, buy that stuff, buy the Wi-Fi stuff, so I can
bad girl.
All right, mommy loves you. Safe travels.
Oh.
Huh? Okay, I'm doing it now. I love you. You got to do it now. Okay.
That's mama's baby,
We
right
love you,
here.
Court.
See ya. She on her way, Jesus. She on her way. On her way, honey. You know, I love, you know, love. Here's the thing. I don't know, I guess my baby must have got that from me too. It's like we like going places, and we like going places that we ain't never been before. So she going somewhere, and I'm happy for her, because that child do more traveling than me.
Right.
And she got it on it. She got it on it.
Thanks, Taj, for your prayers. But Taj understands. No friends. I get it. I understand. You know, people don't know me, and they don't know me. If you're cool with me, and I'm you know how I roll, then the whole thing about it is you shouldn't even be asking me that question. Because if I ain't never invited you to none of my parties, why would I invite you now? And why are you gonna walk up to me and say, why you ain't invite me to your party? I need a little help on that. I just need a little help on that. But I'm not trying to be funny or mean or anything. And then this is another thing people don't understand. I don't see you often.
Right.
You know, if I don't see you, see you, like I see the people that was there, or either I'm talking to them on the phone or something. That's, you know, that's different.
Yeah.
You're more than likely gonna come to the party.
Right.
But if I don't see you and we don't talk, then
it's like, why?
Right. But anyway.
Are you writing a book, or you're a reporter? Like, what's the problem?
Because y'all know people like to be nosy.
They do.
Let's just keep it 100. Some people like to be nosy, you know, because there was somebody in there that I didn't invite, and here we go again.
They want to be a reporter.
Somebody else brought them with them, and they invited. They told them they can come before they even told me. Before they even asked me if they could come. Now, see, that's another thing too. How many friends? Now, I would call my people and say, hey, is it okay if I bring so-and-so with me? Because, you know, I'm by myself or whatever.
Right.
But then I'm not going to invite Netta. I'm not going to invite Shanice before I even ask them, is it okay if I bring somebody? Now, that's just totally out of respect.
Right.
Out of respect for me, you know, out of respect for you all, because I wouldn't want to get there and be embarrassed, and they looking at me, they looking at you like, well, who is this?
Right.
Or if they even know you, they still may not even want you at their party.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't tell you she could come. Y'all know, it's just like, I don't know, I don't understand, but that happened at my party.
I just feel like sometimes people just they don't respect other people's boundaries. Like, they don't think about, they just think about what it is that they want at that time, instead of being cautious or courteous. You know what I mean? Like, all of us have had events or thrown events, and other people have thrown events and had events, and, you know, not been invited or whatever, but it's like, to each his own. You know, if you invited, you invited. If you're not, it's okay. You'll live another day, honey. It's all right.
I pray you live another day.
It's not that serious. It's really not
that serious.
But be considerate and ask the person, if you are bringing someone they're not expecting, you know what I'm saying, they know you, they may not know this person, ask. It's just a yes or a no. I mean, it's simple. You know, grown-ups do that. Grown-ups communicate.
Well, my problem with Sandy in particular party is that everybody know that Sandy tells you, do not bring nobody with you. So if a person is telling you, then you got somebody that you want to bring, you definitely need to ask that person.
Right.
Definitely. You can't just bring somebody and I told you not to.
But you know it though. I ain't got, if you come, y'all done been to my parties. I mean, y'all done been to probably every party I done had. But you already know that. You know how I roll. You know how I
Right.
operate. Now, some people were new. Some people were new that came to my party, and I invited them personally because we cool like that. We
And that's
roll.
different. And that's different because if you get a personal invite, even at that time, you can say, "Hey, okay, I don't want to come by myself. It's okay if I bring somebody." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
ask the question. Don't just assume because you was invited that means you could bring a whole team. Like, no.
Right.
And I'm like, and then you just never know. You never know. I could say, yeah, sure, no big deal, but at least ask first. And I would do that with anybody. I mean, I would do that with you all. Can I bring so and so? Because I'm not just gonna bring them up in the party without asking you. I just think it's a respect thing.
It is respect. It's common courtesy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, who you might be bringing, it may be someone there in my party that may not get along with that person like that. And I don't want that kind of friction there because I want to have a good time. This is my day. And people got to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
They should respect that.
It's bigger than you feel being in your feelings like, oh, you just don't want me at your party. Like, it's bigger than that. Like, everybody don't mesh well together. Everybody don't get along together. And that's okay. Everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. But
And
this is my day. This is what I want. And so let's just go with that.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. We can't all be in the same place at the same time. What's up, Erica? Not only that, sometimes people plan their amount of food based on the amount of guests they invited. You are absolutely correct.
Yes.
You are absolutely right.
Everything said.
I agree with that too. My whole thing is, but I always try to order food that I have more than enough, more than the people. Because I want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to eat. But you are absolutely right. There are some places that you go, they need to know how many people, because they're making the food for you. They want to know how many people you're going to have in here.
Right.
If it's 125, they only cook the food for 125 people.
Right. They want everybody to be comfortable and nobody feels slighted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a consideration with, everything's going up and it doesn't have to be that difficult. It really doesn't.
And people make it that way. But and I don't understand, but there was somebody at my party that somebody else invited. They invited them before they even asked me if they could come. And they are the kind of person where sometimes negativity will take over. And I don't like that. I don't like the three of us don't like negativity. We just don't do negativity. What's up, Linda? What's up?
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
I thought you'd be listening to Corinthian on Wednesday. Hallelujah. Praise.
She probably tried to tune in last week and we wasn't even out here.
Listen, you hear me? But that's what I think. I just think that it was rude, it was disrespectful, and that already told me something. I think you need to cut them off. But it's like sometimes you just can't you just can't cut people. You just gotta slowly put them in that lane and let them go.
Stop it, woman. You can cut people. Cut people. Like bye-bye. Without a bye-bye.
Sometimes you gotta put them in that lane. You gotta put them in that lane. You gotta put them in that lane that they can roll by themselves in. They ain't gotta roll with you. At some point, they gonna get it. And then you can ask me what haven't I invited you? Because I will tell you. Because you've been doing, you did this, and this, so I ain't gonna do it no more. So until you learn your lesson, sometimes people gotta learn a lesson. And then you got to teach them that lesson by cutting them out. I mean, it's just that simple.
And let me ask you a question. How many times do people have to learn the lesson? Because this particular person that baby taking it for granted.
She don't work. She don't work your nerves.
She don't work my nerves, and she ain't taking me for granted. I'm like, woman, do I need to trip your? Oh, girl, never mind.
Pull it back. Come back.
Hey, never mind.
Come back to the light. Come back.
I was slipping. I gotta get my positivity back.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Come back. Don't do it. Come back.
Yeah, we gotta keep that smile. We gotta keep that smile going. But I get it. Erica is so right, because even with alcohol, it's the same way. And one thing I never do, I never buy alcohol for people. I ain't gonna buy no alcohol for you at no party. I'm sorry. That's thousands of dollars out of my pocket, because Black folks, the people that I invite, they like top quality.
That is the biggest mistake.
And they like to drink.
In life. period, because no boundaries, no guidelines, take advantage, ooh, now all of a sudden this special night I drink top shelf. Like, no.
Not
Drink
tonight.
top shelf on your dime, okay?
Not, exactly. I'm telling you, that stuff could get expensive. But anyway, we done talked about that enough. The party was good. We had a great time. I'm already planning the next one. I'm probably, just to let you know, I'm gonna have a little small something in May. Just something real simple. Oh, I'm having a thing in May 26th. I need y'all to come on out. But I might have something small before then. And I mean, when I say small, it'll be real small. It ain't gonna be like the boot party. It ain't gonna be that big. We had 35, 30,
That was
35
nice.
at the boot
Yeah,
party.
that was fun.
And that was fun. But, just so y'all know, I will be having another one. You probably will be seeing Netta post pictures all up the wazoo, because, she was in every last one of them. She was in almost all 200 photos.
She showed.
Cheese.
And she got in what she fit in.
Cheese.
Every photo.
Cheese.
I went back and looked at the photos like this. Look at her.
Every photo. I was like, oh my God. I was like, and when people was like, well, let me see the pictures from your birthday party. I said, well, let me tell you. You're going to see one person in there probably.
Oh, in every photo.
And you would have thought it was her birthday.
And she was just a cheesing and smiling.
I set it up and run.
Listen. Wait a minute.
She was like, hold on. I'm getting in this one too.
Listen.
Girl, bye.
I was tired myself. I don't get tired. I was tired.
Netta crazy.
Netta never got tired of taking pictures. Did somebody say pictures? Cheese.
Oh gosh.
You would have thought
that was the highlight.
Birthday.
That was the highlight, boy.
That was the highlight. I mean, and I'm still laughing because everybody that I show them the pictures.
Hey, her cheeks entire. Oh, you hear me? Her cheeks was not tired.
Girl.
You hear me?
That is my girl, and she's gonna be in every picture. And here's the thing: with somebody like me, I really didn't care if she was in all my pictures, and I'm okay with that. But I guarantee you, if it was somebody else other than me, baby, they wouldn't have posted not one photo on social media. Not one.
It'd have been so many crops.
So many crops. Or black,
it's kind of hard to crop me out because I'm in the middle. It's hard to crop me out. I'm in the middle of people. Stay over.
I need you to color this. They colored it out.
She knew her plan and her purpose. You hear me? Like, look at this fool. Like, you got to cross the two ends because she in the middle.
She sat right there by the picture thing. She sat right there. Click, click, click.
Picture supervisor.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Right. It's all right. You got it. I laugh about it. I mean,
hey, when we get off here, I'm going to go look at the picture just so I can laugh again.
Wait.
Isn't that crazy?
Even when I was dancing, here she comes.
Oh God!
You gotta. That'll let you know right there when you got friends.
My stomach hurt.
Friends. You got great friends in your circle. You don't get mad about it. Just don't get mad. I didn't get mad about it because I thought it was great myself, but I just had to mention it.
Hilarious.
We talked about it last time. So anyway, we done had our laugh. We probably again. I mean, she and everybody pictures that didn't even take a picture with the little photo booth. She in their picture too. Cheese. Did somebody say cheese?
Yeah, everybody.
Did I hear somebody say picture? Wait, I'm coming.
Yeah, she was in everybody's camera roll, honey. That is funny.
Everybody. So here's the question for today, good people, and I'm gonna need your help with this. Going back to what I was saying. So I'm out of town for 2 weeks. I'm doing my little tour around wherever I'm going. Because I believe in not sitting at home. Because one of my friends say sleep when you're dead, and I truly believe that.
That's me.
Whatever you can do. Whatever you can do, I advise you to do it. Wherever you can go, I advise you to go because tomorrow is not promised. As we know, there are a couple of people that passed away around here. that guy
Yeah.
that got killed in that crash, the police officer that, that crashed into him.
Yes.
Trying
Yes.
to get, he was trying to get there, and he killed that. I mean, he killed himself and the civilian. It's like,
Yes.
life tomorrow is not promised. The guy that we knew that went over to Brazil and never made it back home. He made it back in a body bag. So it was just like
Yeah, it's terrible.
We gotta enjoy those moments. And if you can take a moment, even if you go to Indianapolis, Columbus, Dayton,
I think I was in your hometown. I think I was in Alabama when I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was so sad. It's like, we take, like Janetta said earlier, we take things for granted, and life is one of them. So we should not be trying to take life for granted. We need to do as much as we can when we can, especially with our friends and loved ones. That's when we have the most fun and most entertaining time. And I think, even we laugh and joke about the pictures, memories are being made. Memories.
Oh, definitely. Sure.
We laughed, and we're gonna keep laughing every time it'll pop up next year. This time next year,
yeah,
and we're gonna laugh again. So, make memories. I made the memories on that journey in the RV. Up West Virginia over that way. It was good. I mean, but do I want to do it again? Yet remains.
Absolutely. She said absolutely not. How was the crab boil? It looked good. How was the crab boil?
Oh, that crab boil was off. That seafood boil off the charts. Off the charts. I mean, first time I've ever been outside and we cooked it outside. I mean, that I've had food being cooked outside, but that crab boil that we cooked outside,
yeah,
baby Jesus, it was good. Everything that we did, pretty much, we cooked it outside. Which is, it's not that we had to, because the RV had a kitchen. So we chose.
I was enjoying the great outdoors and the scenery that's around.
That was fun. Going up was great. Coming back was horrible. Going up and making the RV people, the RV land is phenomenal. You meet no strangers. Everybody looks out for everybody, and they take care of each other. That's the piece that I do like.
That's
but I think, like I said before, if you're gonna do it, rent one before you buy it. Don't buy it and then you regret buying it. So rent it before you go up. And the other thing is, the next time I do it, I'll do it again. But I'll go to, there's RV sites that are Black only. You can go to these sites. It's RV Black sites. I follow them on social media. So I'll do that again. So, but other than that, it was fun. It was fun. So I'll do it again. But I'll just go a different route and do something different, and just different ways.
Switch it up.
And I had fun. So that was good. But life is short. But we were sitting. So the topic, we get into the topic. So sitting around talking to some people. When I was in Florida, actually, a group of people. I don't know everybody down there, but I had a cousin I stayed with, and one of my best friends I stayed with when I was down there. So one of the ladies was, she's dating somebody or whatever, but she's been in a relationship with somebody else for a long period of time. And she was like, why get married? She was like, why get married? And I said, well, people want to get married for different reasons. And so the topic is, and everybody can't answer this question, but most people probably can. But those that are married can't answer this question. Then again, they might, because it depends on the situation that they're in. Is marriage, or would you consider being married, or whenever you get married, do you think it's a business?
Wow.
Now, and the question came up because she's seeing somebody, but she's been in a relationship, but she don't really want to get married. She do, but she doesn't. But she asked that question, what do you think marriage is a business? So my thought process was, you want to be married, I guess, but you want to get in it because you want to consider it as a business.
Brother.
Hey, what's up?
Phil, you done missed out on all
the laughs. You done missed the laughs. Oh my gosh.
Missed out on all the laughter, but that's all right. You can go back and catch up. So is being married, I mean, y'all can't answer it. Maybe you can, but I guess when you first got married, I know it wasn't, but over a period of time, I feel sometimes it can become a business deal because so many things happen in between. But being married is being married, or when people get married, they marry for to make it a business. It's a business situation. Other than that, they probably wouldn't get married. I'm trying to figure out, could I do that? Could I marry somebody because we want to make a business, something about business. It's all about business. And might be a little sex up in there because you gotta make sure you can do that. You gotta make sure you can do that in more ways than one. That's all I'm saying. So
Never mind.
marrying for business. What do you all think about that? A business deal is a business deal. Do you think that?
Oh, wow. That's a loaded question.
I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead.
Brother said you married for love the first time. The second time is for business.
Okay.
Now, for me, I'm always married for love because I'm not all about money. I think that when people is invested more on money, it can become more of a business deal with a marriage than love. And that's just not me or who I am. I don't want to like physically be in a relationship such as a marriage, and I made vows to love this person, but it turns out to be more of a business situation. I'd rather get out of it.
So
So
I
go
was
ahead.
I was gonna say on top of that, I feel like too, we're in a different time. A total different generation. A lot of things that wouldn't fly about 10 years ago, about 5 years ago, is flying now, which is crazy. Um, and so I've known people that have gotten into marriages and it was just straight that. But I know a lot of the old schools, it's about like what Netta said, it's about love. And some business may transpire in that, what I'm saying, while because y'all are building things together. But initially, it's starting out as, "Hey, you marry me, I'm gonna pay you $10,000. We're gonna do X, Y, Z," and then da, da, da. You know what I mean? Like I've known people who've had arrangements like that, and it's more common now than probably years ago. But I think it's a recipe for disaster, to be quite honest.
Well, here's my thing. Brother said love and finances go together now. Agree to disagree. I don't agree with that. Here's my thing, and I get what both of you all are saying. I married the first time for love, and however the marriage ended, regardless, I knew money, the financial piece was involved in that too. So, brother said you have something to the table more than the booty, and you're darn straight. I bring more to the table just than booty, but hey, I'm just trying to make sure that when I bring the whole piece of the puzzle to the table, come on now. I don't care what you say. Bad sex ain't good. You say what you want to say. Bad sex ain't good. Well, let me say, for me, bad sex ain't good. I'm sorry. I can't have no bad sex. I can't fake the funk. Now, don't get it twisted. I think we all probably fake it every once in a while, but I couldn't fake it consistently because it ain't good. And I'm going to stick in a relationship with you. That ain't going to work. I can't do that. So at the end of the day, Belinda said, I just need a man to eat half the snacks in my head.
Oh.
Wait, which snacks you talking about?
Right. Wait a minute, hold on now. Because everybody got a different definition of what snacks is now.
That snack don't leave
Are you the snack, sweetie? Because
snacks you are talking about. But some people that they don't want to, and and I said I get the love piece of it. I do. I understand it wholeheartedly. And I do believe in love. I do believe loving someone with all I can give them, with whatever that is, in any shape, form, or fashion. I truly believe that. Belinda said cookies and popcorn. Not the cookies.
Where the milk?
Get out my cookie jar.
They put the top back on them cookies when you finish.
Right. We don't want them stale now.
Exactly. And I get the love piece. I do. You know, I'm married for love because we didn't have a dime. We didn't have nothing, you know. So whatever we had along the way, we built that together. And she got a particular kind of chocolate chip.
All right now.
So we built what we had together over the years because you start out with nothing, and that's love. You start out with absolutely
right,
zero, especially if you marry at a young age. You start out marrying, I believe,
love in its rawest form.
Yes, it's the rawest and the purest should be formed when you first get married. But some people back then also got married because the girl was pregnant and they felt obligated to
Right.
marry them. So wasn't no love and wasn't no business transaction, wasn't no finances or nothing. It was because
Well, it kind of is business if you think about it. A
What
baby
makes
on board. Baby
what
on board
makes
is
it
the
business?
business.
How does
Baby
it
on
make,
board is baby on board is the business.
but that ain't a business. That's a responsibility.
Well,
That's not a business because she got pregnant in the relationship. That's not a business transaction. I'm just speaking. I'm
it
just telling
shouldn't
you how-
be. It shouldn't
It's
be.
not
You're
a
right.
business transaction. That's a responsibility. And if he marries her, or they for saying that's a business transaction, then he wrong. He should.
I
be
mean, I
paid.
just don't feel people should get married because they get pregnant, but that's me.
I mean, I get it, but it used to happen all the time. You know,
Of
that's how.
course. Oh yeah. Oh definitely. Yeah. I got family members that was made too. So yeah, I get it.
So as far as marrying for business, I would do it on a business note right now. I would marry somebody if it was a business decision. For business, I would do it. Now, could I grow into loving that individual? I probably could. Probably could. Then again, I don't know. But if I had to marry for business, if the second time if I got married, I probably married for business. But I used to not want to marry, period, at all. I wasn't doing that. That was not going to happen. You know, marriage was not
Remember.
even in my nothing. It was not nowhere for me to look at. You know, so nobody could have asked me, you know, a few years back if I would have married them because I would have definitely said no. Because I was
Yeah.
on that kick of never getting married again. But then, you know, over periods of time and time had passed. And of course, yeah, I'll do it again. But how will I do it? You know, sometimes
Right.
you gotta do things. People, you gotta show people that you love them, that you care about them. You know, change my mind. Change my mind. Because you know, could I be Oprah and Stedman? That's a business relationship, and they never got married.
Right. See, that's what I'm I'm trying to figure out, why do you have to get married? Why can't it just, if it's gonna be for business, why we just can't be in a relationship and be in a business relationship instead of, because I don't know
Right.
no vows that say for business or for worse.
Right. Make it make sense to me.
Well, you can write your vows how you want to write them. And if you want to say for business or for worse, you could say for business, better or worse. So you can have all of them.
I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, Belinda. Here's my thing. Another thing, too. You made a great point, Belinda. You got to like them. You got to like a person. You have got to like them. And if I don't like you, how can I love you if I don't like you?
But
if
then, but that's a different. So then I'm with Netta. Like, why would you? Why is that? That's not even called a marriage, though. Then.
Because if it's business, it depends on what realm of business. If I'm helping you try to build something, you know, and you need me to help you get to this
Okay.
plateau, then that's a business deal. That's a business marriage.
I think all marriages, from what I've experienced, marriage start off with love. You
It
got two
should.
people that's together, and when they start talking about we want to get married, we want to get married because we are in love with each other at that moment.
Right.
Now,
Right.
in the process of the marriage, maybe we start falling out of love and this and that and third, and it can become a business transaction then. But
Yeah.
I just don't think that people marry like, oh, let's go and get married. It's just business. I don't understand.
I agree with you, but I've known people that have gotten married and it was business. And the reason why I say that, okay, I'll throw the example. I say, okay, say somebody from somewhere else, they need to get a green card. Let's just do it that way.
I'm known that.
I'll pay you $50,000 to marry me so I can get my green card, and we got to do all this. Like, that's a business transaction. You know what I'm saying? So
but they don't stay together. You
Right.
go your way with your money, and then they go their way. And
Exactly. I mean, after so many years, because so many years, they're gonna keep checking and checking and checking before they say, "Hey, okay, you finally a U.S. citizen." You know what I'm saying? I know people that have gotten situations like that where it strictly really was just a business. I mean, it's different times now. It had nothing to do with love. It's just like, I'm gonna help you out. You go help me out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. But I mean, that's not, in my opinion, that's not the real definition of a marriage. Marriage is love, it's trials, it's tribulations, it's a lot of things. And yeah, money is mixed in there too, but it's not the primary. It's not the primary source.
But marriage is what you make it. If you make it a business transaction, then it's a business transaction. If you want to make it as love, then it's love. I mean, however you decide that you want to do it, then that's on you when you marry that person. My first marriage was for love. But let me say the key word in this is love. It's a difference in being love than being love. Exactly. You got to be in love. And I say that too. You got to be in love. For me, there's 3 types of love. You can love somebody. I love you. I love y'all.
Right.
And I have love for other people. But I got to be in love with that man too.
Right.
I love y'all. I love y'all, and I have mass love for other people. But then
Right.
I got to be in love with him too. So it's like there's a difference between love. But I want all 3 of those. I want to have love for him. I want to love him, and then I want to,
be in love. Yeah.
That's for me. But there are some marriages that are strictly business. That, I mean, yeah, they may once again. Let me go back and I'll say, the sex plays a role in that too. It should.
So how is it a business then? Because I mean, that's what I needed. How is it a business?
Well, like I said, I may need him. I'm trying to do something. Okay, I'm trying to do something. We kicking in and having a good time with each other. So next thing you know, we having this conversation about marriage or whatever the case may be. Well, I can't do what I want to do without him. I gotta be married to do this business. I need to be married to start this business. I need to be married to get into this business because
Oh no, you didn't.
hey, Phil,
He's terrible.
We ain't talking about I don't need to be, I wear my own turtlenecks.
Oh, that part.
Phil, I'm just gonna turn my head.
We're not doing this tonight with you, Phil. We're not doing
it. But here's the deal. But I might need him to start my business. I might need him to help me get to that business.
He's trying to edge you on. He's trying to edge you on.
No, we're not doing that.
Don't do it, Nana. Don't do it.
Not doing that. So I might need him to help me get started in a business, and we're having this conversation, because communication is key to everything. So,
but why do you have to marry him though?
Well,
why come y'all can't disagree?
What if I got bad credit and I want to start this business, and I need his credit to help me, and the only way he's willing to do it is that we get married.
Okay, so he's in agreement, basically.
Pretty much, you gotta be.
Okay.
You can't. You should.
The reason why I ask that is because sometimes people enter into a business and the other person don't know it's a business.
Well, I just said that's why you got to communicate.
That's what I'm saying. One person know, like, I ain't really feeling him, but his status is gonna get me to where I really need to be. So this is what my plan is gonna be. But he don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So, do both people know that it's a business transaction happening, or is it just one person that's working their business plan, and when they get what they need, they go throw the other person out in the trash? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's what I was saying. It's important to communicate. You have to talk about it. You got to discuss it. You got to know that's what you're going to do before you even get into it. Because if you don't talk about it, then it's never going to be a business. One person, retirement check, SS check. She wants the retirement check and the Social Security check. And business is business. I might need him to help me, but his credit is better than mine and vice versa. But I need you to do this and I need you to do that. And the only way we can do it, the only way we can get it done is we got to be married. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to marry me because of this business that I know we can prosper and we can get this thing going and we can make it happen together. Are you willing to do that? So
I feel like too, in this day and time, there's ways to go around that. Necessarily just getting married. And the reason why I say that is because look at all the rights that other people are getting besides us black people. But look at how now you don't have to be married to put somebody on your insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be same sex partners and that other person can get on your insurance. Like I feel like it's just other ways now, especially today in today's time, that you don't necessarily have to marry to get business handled.
but
I'm just throwing that out there.
But let me say this: if you don't have to be married, and I went through this too. I went through this, but I didn't follow through with it. There are things that you have to do. Marriage is one of them. If you want to put somebody on your insurance, marriage is one of them because I did that. I did that homework too years ago. Marriage is one of them, but you have to go through a process if you want somebody to be on your insurance. If you got insurance, so marriage is one of those reasons on that paper. But you also got to have the other reasons if you're not going to be married because of insurance, because you want to put them on your insurance. They need you on their insurance. Marriage is one of them. But if I don't marry you, then all them other boxes need to be checked. And are you willing to check all them other boxes that they were asking? They want to be on your bank account. They need to be on your mortgage. It's a whole lot of things. So if that's the case, why not just get married for business?
Now, I will say this now that I'm thinking about it. Janet Jackson married for business.
Definitely.
Because if y'all can remember, Janet Jackson had a clause in the marriage. If we stay married for so many years,
it was
you
5
get
years.
this amount of money.
It was 5
and the
years.
Baby. Yeah, okay.
Yep. That definitely was
so that she definitely married for business.
Well,
now, I
yeah,
think
she
that
had to get
man
him.
might have married for love, but she married for business.
No, it was strictly business on both ends because he wanted an heir. He ain't had no kids, so he wanted an heir. So yeah, it was business.
So he got it. So marriages can operate and work. And I don't know. We don't know. When the years came up, she divorced him. But did she divorce him after the years that they had on the books, or did she stay a little longer?
Yep.
She divorced him after the 5 years.
Yep.
And got that money.
It was like 5 years in one day. It was like 5 years in one day, something like that.
To the dot.
Yep. To the T.
Now that was definitely
totally
business
business
transaction on her part.
So,
and she got broke off.
All I know is it can happen. Are you willing to do marriage? Would you be willing to marry somebody for a business transaction?
I'm not.
Me neither.
Y'all married. Would you do it again?
Right. I'm saying if I wasn't married, I would not marry for business.
No.
Would you do it again?
If I was to divorce?
Yeah. Would you marry somebody making a business deal?
You know, with me being 50, the new 22 and all.
Right.
I don't really see having that much time to be investing in somebody to, remarry or especially marry for business. I'm just really I've always been an independent woman. So
yeah,
if
that
business part don't even come across my mind.
Yeah, if it ain't exactly because first of all I'm here to stay, but then if something happens like that, like I don't even got the energy to even try to do that again. Like I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine. I've been there, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm comfortable, because people become widows and things like that, and sometimes when you have been with somebody for so long, they tracing and you trying to be with somebody else new, you keep comparing them, and I mean he about to keep going through all of that. Like, nah. I mean, why put somebody through that?
Well, it depends.
I will say that if God sent me the right person, you know what I'm saying, and we just living our life, and we both in love with each other, and he come up like, let's get married. I think that may be a possibility, but I'm just saying, it just in my head thinking as today, if I was to divorce, would I marry again? I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm with you. And but like she said, it would have to be Jesus himself, and then it definitely wouldn't be for business. It will still have to be some love up in there.
If that man says
foundation.
If that man says I cannot get my inheritance until I get married, and I will give you $1 million right now to marry me.
Oh yeah, I marry him. I marry him. Yeah, go.
Yeah,
Cut
so
the
me and
check.
so what's gonna happen is me and my husband we're gonna have a conversation real quick. Cause now this is a business transaction that me and him about to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Once again,
that's
it
business.
depends on the situation.
There you
We
go.
all
I
would
agree.
probably be married for a business. It just depends on the stipulations and the boundaries with the marriage.
I agree.
Belinda said, "You better put that ring.
He
Can I
said,
get
"Ring me,
$1
please."
million? I need that ring. Bring it.
It's got to be
Bring
more
that
than a
ring
meal,
on."
though.
So that's my whole thing. I mean, it's just, I think it depends on the situation. So I'm not going to say I won't marry
That's funny.
from a business perspective, because it just depends on the situation. I would prefer to
What's the
marry
business? What is the
again.
business? Right. What is the
I would,
business?
well, I would prefer to marry again for love. I really would. I really would prefer to marry
But if
again.
somebody made you an offer you couldn't refuse, then you know what I'm saying, you said, I'm gonna go with that.
Hello. I'm be like, can we send for my crew, because they need to be here too.
Don't send the flip flops in the mail.
Put them pops in the mail. I just need to know, let everybody know where we are going. So, I mean, everything is different. People are different. They do things differently. They say this and then they do something else. That's
Yeah.
another issue. Don't say, oh my God, that's a whole nother topic. But people will say this and then they'll do the very opposite of what they're saying. That's another thing that I don't like. So I will sit here and say, I will do it if it just depends on the situation and the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
And if it made sense, yes, I would marry off of a business deal. I would, but it depends on the situation and what it is. And I definitely would have to have my lawyer to look over the paperwork.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I won't do it, because I will.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is, like Phil said, when you got stuff to bring to the table, when you got something to put on the table, you got the whole meal and theirs too that you can bring to the table. That means a lot. People ain't gonna just ask you to marry them to be asking you to marry them.
Mm-hmm.
It's business. It's something behind it. Because who wants to marry somebody that ain't got nothing they can't bring nothing to the table?
Be surprised.
I probably would be, but I don't know. None of my friends would do that. I don't know none of my friends that's gonna bring somebody to the table with nothing. I don't know none of them.
None from none is nothing.
Not marry them and not marry them. I don't know any of my friends that would do that. None,
Right.
male or female.
Mm-mm.
And my circle's small, so my little small circle of people,
It'll be a no. It's gonna be a resounding no.
it's gonna be a no. They're not going to do that. Hey, it's Wind Down Wednesday. Y'all know how we do it. We sit here, we talk, we laugh, we cry. We pray, and we still love Jesus, and we love you all too. We thank you for watching us. Thanks for being with us. We think it's also crazy with the things that is going around in the world. A question. This is me. Okay, I got a lot of people on here. I think safety is we've all know people and have nieces and nephews and children and whatever in these schools, and there's a lot of things that's happening around the world, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I was reading something. I'm always reading. Got to try to stay up on my mental here.
Knowledge is key.
It is. Knowledge is important. The more you know, the more you grow. I don't care how you grow, up, out, in, whatever. So here's the deal. There was a something I was reading somewhere, and this kid wanted to bring a boot deck from the table. If they ain't coming with nothing, you got that right, Belinda. Deuces. Don't come to the table, baby. You better bring something to the table. And I'm not just talking about clothes either that you can, and drawers that you can change on a daily basis. I'm not talking I'd bring more than that, because I can do that for you. I can go get you some drawers. So anywho, question. So I was reading this thing. So what y'all think about this? All of this stuff that's going on with the schools, the shootings, the girl that went down and she was transgender. She bought 7 guns at the age of, I think, 25. She went to that school when she was younger. She targeted a couple of people that she shot and killed. Principal was one, and I think somebody's child was another one. those other people probably was collateral damage. And I
Mm.
often say, there's a difference between urban schools and private and Catholic schools. There's a whole huge difference. The urban schools, we know they're gonna come in there and they looking for Shaniqua, but they're not gonna come to the school and look for and get Ray Ray. They're gonna wait till Ray Ray come out the school,
Mm-hmm.
walk up the street on the corner, and then they
Yep.
gonna shoot at Ray Ray. They're not gonna come into school with the weapons and take up everybody out. That's
Nope.
the difference between the urban and the independent and private schools. So anyway, so I was reading this thing. This kid wanted to bring a it's a show and tell. Okay, it was a show and tell event taking place at the school. Why this kid wanted to bring in a bow and arrow and explain to the other students how it worked.
And were they allowed to do that?
I don't know. I just read the thing. I don't know. I was like, he what? I what?
What little country town was this?
I was like, a show and tell, and the kid wanted to bring
A bow and arrow.
a bow and arrow so he could show the other kids how it worked.
So
what
to
he thought-
me, the
so-
world is just super crazy now. I mean, is this what we're teaching our children? I mean, we learn so much on TV. You know, you got kids now want to bring bow and arrows, guns, just all type of stuff. What kind of teacher? Because I didn't get taught this when I was in school.
No,
Mm-mm.
You know what
And
I'm
I
saying?
don't know
They
what
was
type
teaching
of-
me history. It wasn't about guns and bow and arrows.
No,
It's
and I don't know what
crazy.
type of Hunger Games they've been watching, but clearly that's what they've been watching because that's crazy to me.
too many. So you know, we have to, like today, you know, shooting took place at the darn Shell gas station. The kid takes out running. Now it happened over there. So the police get there. So you take out running after you done did your little shooting. I don't know if anybody got shot, but you did your little shooting. Then you run across the street into a school. So now you're gonna put everybody else at harm. But hold on, here we go. The difference between an urban school and a private, predominantly white private Catholic school. Now, from my understanding, that he ran in there, didn't cause no other harm in the school because it was in an urban area. It was in.
He would have probably called a beat down, whoever that was, because you know we don't play like that.
Black babies in the school, so he ran into the school trying to get away from the police. There's a difference, but people are crazy. The whole point and the fact of the matter, people crazy.
They are.
And we have to be careful and we have to stay prayed up and we got to pray for these kids on a daily basis. We got to pray for these schools on a daily basis. You know,
And the influence is so strong in the music that they hear, the things that they're seeing, but primarily the music and these images they put out, and that's all they see. And so that, you know, that's a part of it.
But it's on TV all day long.
That's
Not
all.
only music, it's on TV all day long.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
got
Those
First
images,
48,
those images. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
movies and everything. I mean, everything we watch, you know,
Yeah,
commercials,
movies.
you name it. You know, it's crazy the way things are going. So we just definitely got to stay prayed up because, you know, we believe in God and we believe in the word of prayer. And we know it can, you know, God can perform all kind of miracles and touch people. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing and just watch over them like this. Whew, it's getting closer and closer. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's getting closer and closer.
Yes, it is.
So
Signs
y'all
of the
know
time.
it's that time of day. And then, you know, they talking about Trump going to jail and trying to, I don't believe that.
Please.
But anyway,
Hey, Don't hold your breath.
That's another topic for another day. But Linda said, I'm trying to understand why they shoot people and run like they won't get caught. And then here's the thing: they shoot people, and then they go shoot themselves.
That's coward.
I mean, yeah, that's a coward. That is a coward. That's a cop out. You know, you want to shoot up everybody, and then, you know, either you want to get caught and you do get caught, and then it becomes suicide by police because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because you don't want to face any consequences to what you've done.
Right.
And that's crazy.
It's
But
crazy.
I'd rather for you to kill yourself than to kill somebody's baby.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Go ahead and take yourself on out, boo.
Go ahead on and do it, but
Yeah.
stay away from the babies.
Yeah, stay
Just
away from them
stay
babies.
prayed up. Stay away from the babies. So here we go. We are at the end of the show now, people. We had our laughter, we had our serious talks, and we can laugh again next week. So make sure you tune in next week. It's from 6 o'clock. Hopefully, we'll be back on this schedule. There's a lot of stuff going on in May. Stephanie got her event in May. I got a event coming up May 26th. I'm gonna have a small gathering sometime before then, I hope, because I'm on the road again. I just can't wait to
May
get
is my
on the
birthday
road
month.
again.
So, you know,
So I
May
will
is my
be-
birthday month. So, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're doing what we do. We're having a great time. So pay attention. Look, we'll show you and tell you what's going on the Tuck page, on each one of our social media platforms. So just be on the lookout for all these events that's going to take place around us. And we hope you join us. And it ain't my party, so you ain't got to worry about it. You can come. Because it's open to the public. That's all I'm saying. So, good people. It's been fun. It's been real. We had a great time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. But we come to this point where we got to give our positive thoughts that's going to help you get through the remainder of the week. Are you ready? Hit them, Netta.
Positive thought is stay prayed up, because it's so dangerous out here. You could be a danger to yourself. So pray about it. Let everybody just stay prayed up.
Good one.
That's deep, and it's so real, and it's definitely true. We definitely want to thank all of our global listeners out there that tune into us on Wind Down Wednesday, or may even have a playback and have a conversation with friends. We greatly appreciate that. If there's any topics you ever want to talk about, just hit us up on the Wind Down Wednesday Tuck Radio page, and we will discuss it. If you don't want to talk about it, you want to stay, unknown, we will do that for you. Not a problem. We like to talk about everything here. Nothing's off limits. So my positive quote is wow, Netta, you like that's just like it, you know what I mean? I say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So whether that's with prayer, whether that's when times where you got to get a weapon and educate yourself on how to use that weapon, do that. But yeah, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready in all aspects of your life.
All aspects. And Belinda, you summed it up too. Love from your heart, not from your mind. Because, a lot of times that mental thought will get you in a whole lot of trouble. But then too, we don't want nobody breaking your heart either. So, and don't get your heart broken. Know your limitations. Know your boundaries. No new friends. Okay? Just don't let them in. They best to come with something, because once you let them in and you let them in your space, then here we go. We got a problem. But at the end of the day, only God gonna be able to bring you out of it. So, like Netta said, stay prayed up. Like Shanice said, know what you're doing before you're doing it. In so many words, that's what she really said. But at the end of the day, y'all know me. I'm, my quotes are always pretty much gonna be the same. I love you all, and thanks for tuning. Thanks for watching. But please know, God blesses you when you give, and He didn't say what to give. He said, just make sure you're a giver and you be cheerful about giving. So it's always better to give than it is to receive, and positive in and positive out. And we will see you all next Wednesday. How about that? Deuces, we love you. Holla back at you.